Do I have to do that? That's it?
Yes. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sir from Life, and today I have with me my idiot, Ulysses. And so what are we going to talk about today, Ulysses?
We're going to talk about college.
We're going to talk about college. So as you know, I've gone through my first year of college. I'm done with it, moving on. I'm over college, no, I'm going sophomore year. But who's going to college this year?
I'm going to college this year. I'm going to an actual university, like 3 hours away, so we're not going to be able to like talk as much.
It's okay. That's what games are for. So, tell me, what do you think college is?
I think it's going to be a good place to not only study, but since we have a lot of extra time, I'm going to go party it up a lot. Yeah.
I'm going to go party.
I already have my class schedule. Basically, my classes are Tuesday through Thursday, and I have one class both Monday and one class Friday, and that's at 9:45 or something. So I'm basically done with college between. My college is Monday 12 a.m. to Friday 12 a.m. So it's pretty good, honestly.
It's pretty alright. So what kind of major are you doing?
Computer engineering.
Computer engineering. He's all smart. So, I'm going to tell you what it's like from experience. Community college is not the same as university, but it's definitely still a lot different from high school.
Of course, yeah.
So what was high school like?
I loved it. I really did like it.
You know, I liked it too. Most people don't like it.
We had good experiences. We were both, well,
in our own ways.
Yeah, but we had different cliques. I was ROTC, he was like with the weird people.
I was with the weird people.
So, but I didn't get picked on at all through high school just because I was a big guy. Whether it was because I was fat and tall, whether I was just fat and tall or like fit and tall,
fat and tall.
I just didn't get picked on that much. So it worked out really well. And he
did the most of the picking.
He was just a really nice guy. So a lot of people didn't.
I didn't have enemies.
I had a lot of enemies, but they just didn't.
They just didn't say shit. So, high school, you got your classes every day. You're pretty much doing 40 hours a week, right?
Yeah.
In high school,
it was really easy, honestly. I mean,
just do your homework and whatever. But
most of everyone was nice. You can ask them any questions.
High school was so stringent, though. The first thing is like dress code. Dress code is so different. Like in high school.
Well, we're guys, so we don't worry about dress code. But the girls.
Well, even for guys, because they were like. No tank tops,
okay,
you can't have hats, you can't, like the graphic tee had to be approved and all that. It was a whole thing. But in college, like, it was such a relief to go to college, and it's like, I can literally go in pajamas. I can wear a wife beater in pajamas if I wanted to. But I go to class, and I've got like a tank top on with like a hat, like a little snapback thing, and it's fine. Nobody bothers you. And you can have drinks, you can well, it depends on the teacher, but you can't have your phone out, and it's like, you can leave class whenever you want. Like,
it's different.
High school is like, in high school, it's like, you're tardy by like 30 seconds, go get a pass, right? Yeah, that was really annoying.
That's probably one of the worst parts about high school. Besides, I didn't like that it took up literally 40 hours.
It took up all of your time.
So that's basically a full-time job.
And then like some high school students have jobs on top of that.
I didn't.
I was like,
so I waited until after high school.
Yeah, I got my first job at 18.
Yeah, because we had 40 hours of high school, and that was being in class, 40 hours a week. And right now I'm having 17 hours a week for college. But then of course we're studying on top of that. But really, I don't think I'm going to need to study that much for this year.
That's another thing. Studying is different. But what was it?
I mean, yeah, for high school I never studied.
Priorities are different because, I mean, in high school, let's say you have an English test next period. You didn't study too much last night. The teacher doesn't know this, but so you're like, he's like, okay, you can do your homework in class today and turn it in tomorrow, or you can do it tonight. It's your choice. But you decide to do your homework tonight, and you try to study for English for next period, your test, during that class period. And he's like, the teacher walks up and he's like, put that away, this is math class. And I'm like, who are you to tell me what my priorities are? I'm pretty sure my English test next period is a lot more impacting on my grade and is a higher priority than your like 15% homework that I could get away with not even doing and still pass.
That's true.
That bothered me. I was like, I am like 18, I know my priorities, let me do me, and your job is to just lecture me and teach me.
Yeah, because also everyone in college is going to be 18 and up usually.
Yeah.
So you're an adult, and they recognize you as an adult. That's the first thing they told me whenever I went to the ROTC and regular orientation. They're like, y'all are adults now. So really, you screw yourself over. We don't screw you over. We just give you the ability to screw yourself over.
Yeah, that was just one thing I hated about teachers. I was like, your job is to teach me and point at the board and give me the lesson. It's up to me what I want to focus my efforts on.
But then there's also the college teachers. I know a lot of kids at my college, my university, complained about the teachers. They don't really get the lesson across. And again, it's not their job to help you get the lesson
Not
across.
a single college professor has had anything good to say about high school teachers under my belt. Not a single one. They're all like, they teach to the test. It's just go, go, go. Learn, forget, learn, forget, learn, forget. And they're very stringent. They don't like give you a lot of like freedom. They treat you like a child, and it's not good for the learning experience.
I mean, especially because a lot of my professors, I already met a few of them, and they have really, really heavy accents.
That is another thing going.
So
Accent.
I can already imagine.
I literally just like dodge all the professors with like any foreign names. 'Cause I'm like, nope.
You go for the ones that are like James,
Yeah.
or like Kevin.
Thing is, it's also getting to pick who your teacher is.
That's really good.
That is
That's
extremely good.
And because you can pick your class times too, and that lets you fit it to your schedule.
Yes,
So that's always good.
I get to go on ratemyprofessor.com.
Very
I get to see
important.
who.
Very
It's legit. Every professor, not a single professor, is not on that website from what I can tell. I look up all my teachers, and I look who has like, and it has like, it'll tell you easy class but a nice teacher, or it'll tell you like aggressive class but like in a hard teacher, you know, or like she teaches terribly but like
It's an easy class. So
it gives you the details on what she's like. Or
Even if they're
he or
like,
she, 'cause-
even if they're a nice teacher and they have like a shit at actually teaching, it'll tell you that.
it'll tell you like she's a really good teacher. She'll make sure you learn everything. Her lectures are fantastic. You take good notes, but be warned, her workload is large.
Yeah, that's the thing I stayed away from. I don't
It's like
want my
pre-AP.
workload to be large. That's the thing.
But or pre-AP, it's like AP.
There's no more
This
pre-AP.
isn't middle school. But yeah, there was that. Let's see, what else is there?
Besides that, there's just a lot of friends. Friends over work is a big thing.
Friends? Oh, the social life in college is totally different. Because in high school, I mean, I was trying to do YouTube in high school, and I felt like, I can't expand. Like, I was like, who can I bring into this whole YouTube thing? 'Cause I was like, there were so few friends I had in high school.
Yeah.
And because, you know, high school students are just...
But that's why all the college clubs are also good, because then you have gaming society.
In college, you meet so many more people, and in high school, it's very much about what other people think. It's all about reputation, and and there's so much drama and rumors going around. It's a very small, tight-knit little community of judgment, and I didn't like that. Whereas college, it's like there's so many more students. They're all grown up. They're mature, and it's very. Nobody makes fun of each other there. It's like everyone's just chill. Everyone's like, oh,
everyone's there
what's
for the same
up?
reason.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to
And
graduate and make it through.
I have made
That's really it.
like the amount of friends I've made has just exploded since I got into college.
That's true, and that's what I'm excited for. As soon as I actually get my classes started, my first year, I'm hoping to make a lot more friends than I did in high school, because I didn't like high school.
This
whenever
is the
it came to
thing
people.
about after high school graduation. I know people who didn't go to college, who haven't gone to college. They just go to work. Like they went straight into the career aspect, and they're very lonely people. Like they don't. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's so mean. But they don't have a lot of friends, and they've like come up to me and they're like, "Yeah, I come home after work and I play games," and they're very sad about it. And it's like, and I'm like, go to college. You have no idea how many people you meet in college.
Well, whenever it comes to like,
It's so healthy.
go to college after high school or go straight to work, there's a big debate on it, but I think college is the more sure bet. Of
And
course,
there's benefit to going to
yeah,
college.
but there's also good things about going straight into a job if you have a secure job that you can expand.
You can get a good job out of high school. You can get good pay, good
Because
security.
I worked at Walgreens after I got out of high school, but if they would have made me like a manager and I could have maybe made ASM, I would have been making like 70 grand a year. That's not bad for.
That's pretty good. That's
No
what
college
people with degrees
education.
get. But it's just like It's healthy. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
healthy. You're learning at the same time. You get career. You get to open up your career opportunities. It's just
Yeah,
it's
and
a
of
lot
course,
fun.
like enlisting in the military, that's fine. I was thinking about it, but I just chose to go scholarship route, commissioned officer, because you get a lot of benefits for going into the military. There's nothing wrong with it. You get to travel the world.
There are
and they pay
definitely
you.
benefits to it.
I mean, honestly, that's probably there's so many options. Once you get out of high school, there are so many options, and then once you get out of
You don't
college,
even
there's
know where
even
to
more
go.
options.
Man, it's crazy.
It is very crazy, especially choosing universities.
Literally,
or colleges.
universities.
Because there's only one high school that you go to, basically. You
the
go to the
only,
one that's
the
assigned
only
to you.
drawback to getting your education, in my opinion,
Money.
is the money.
God
It's just
damn.
money. Money is tough.
That's why,
But, like, you get through it. You get through it.
I don't know about that one, honestly, because I have a scholarship that pays for tuition, but I have to pay for my own room and board, and that's, oh my god, that's $5,000 every year.
I mean, things have to
even
get
at-
worse before they're gonna get better.
It's like $20,000 for the whole entire time, which it isn't bad, honestly. A lot of people pay a lot more for
Sacrifice
their
a little
education.
now, get a lot later.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have made in a year not going out of college, so it's not that big of a deal.
But I mean, you know, the life there is fun. They have student life there. They don't have student life in high school. I mean, they have clubs. You know, they have a robotics club. They have student council. But it's like in college, we have fencing club, we have water polo club, we have like racquetball club. They have racquetball, like the big glass things where you can. They have that, and they have they have.
They have their
aquatics.
own rec center usually.
Yeah,
always.
They have a
and
huge rec center.
the people actually live on campus, so it makes it easier to have clubs like that. So some people they live a lot closer and they get the opportunity to be on campus, and it literally takes like 5 minutes to walk to class.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, all the clubs. I'm involved with like all the student life. I love it. It's 'cause I never got to do it in high school.
I don't know.
You know, I didn't get a car in
I got
high
to do some
school.
of it.
My parents worked a lot, and I didn't get to. I was like, I wanted to be in student council. But I
Because
couldn't
when did
make
you get your
meetings.
car?
I got my car right before graduation.
Yeah, because I got my car junior year, in the beginning of junior year, and that's whenever I got my license. So I started doing it then. I did a lot of ROTC whenever it came to arm drill, that sort of thing, and it was fun and all, and that's where I met a lot of people. But in college, there's a lot more.
Right. It was an issue in tennis because the coach. I mean, at varsity you have to like do the before school practice, and I was like, I can't make it. So he had to like kind of make the exception for me, and I'd always come late. But that was very nice. So thank you, coach. Thank you. But yeah, that was
Sports is a lot different too. Thinking about it, between college and high school, it's a lot different. They expect you to be a lot more dedicated.
Oh, another thing is the stringency of safety. Because high school, it's like safety, safety, safety. In college, we had the sword play thing with the gaming club, and we were like, do we need to have like waivers or something for like safety? And they're like, no, if you get hurt, it's your fault. We were like, okay.
There's a lot of responsibility because you're 18. A lot of
They're not
responsibility on your own.
responsible. It's fantastic.
It's the best,
Man,
but
it's just great.
whenever it comes to that, yeah, and then jobs during college, that's a big thing.
The
You don't want
professors-
to overload yourself.
Yeah, this is work. This is an issue, but you get through it.
If you have to make the money, of course, do it, but then don't overload
Scholarships,
yourself.
guys.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I didn't.
If
do a
you're in
lot
a
of
high school
scholarships.
watching this, do your scholarships. It's so worth it.
Well, do the FAFSA.
No,
Big thing.
Not too. Pell
FAFSA
grants.
is very important
Do your grants. Do your
because you
loans.
need that. Differences, grants don't pay back, scholarships don't pay back. Loans. If you see anything with a loan at the end of it, that's bad. That's the last thing you want to do. It's not a bad thing to do, but you would rather get a scholarship than
I mean, I'd rather take a loan over not going to college, but like.
one. Yeah.
I slacked on scholarships, and
I did too.
it hurts.
It was very bad.
you got your ROTC one. But
And if you did slack on scholarships, you can always do it maybe
I
like
can
freshman
I
and
could
sophomore.
afford to slack though because I'm going to community college just to like save the
Yeah,
cash.
see. For me, there's...
I have some, but specifically towards a private university, it's super expensive. So I'm like, no, not right now.
Yeah, because you can get stuff for Incarnate Word, but that's not... It was cheaper going to community college without scholarships
It's so
than going
much
to
cheaper,
Incarnate Word.
and
with
it's worth.
scholarships.
In high school, I thought that community college was like this trash thing. Like everyone thinks that. Let's be honest. It's like community college. I'm gonna go to like A&M University, and
And
it's
like,
like,
A&M's not that great, honestly.
I mean-
because I had the chance to go to Prairie View A&M or actual A&M, and I went to the A&M campus. It's nice and everything. People there are so snobby though, and especially the ROTC program there is too strict. It's all about what you like, and that was further away from home. So I
Lifestyle.
wanted to be a little bit closer, and it just worked for me. So
make sure college works for you.
You don't need to go to the best one. It's all the same thing.
Literally, all my doctors, I mean my doctors, all of my professors are doctors. They're very well qualified, and they're hilarious. They're like legit down to earth. I've learned so much from them.
I feel like all the big universities,
so down to
they
earth.
keep a tight hand on their professors.
They do.
But community colleges, they're like, rain free. We don't pay you enough. I know to keep track of you.
Literally, my philosophy teacher was like, "Trust me, I'm not getting paid enough to. If I did this for the money, I'd be over." I love my philosophy teacher. He was fantastic.
Yeah,
He was like a mixture of like Sherlock Holmes, like the new one with the Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He reminds me of him. It's fantastic. Such a witty guy. What else?
I don't know. Because honestly, yeah, basically we covered everything.
Grades. I mean,
grades
are different. They don't teach you to the test at all. Not at all. We have 3 tests the entire year.
What do you have? Regular tests, midterm, and then finals?
Whereas high school, it's like, okay, we have this
a test every 2 weeks.
Test. But it's like we did these 10 chapters. We'll do the test. Literally, like every 3 months, 4 months, you have a test.
I'm pretty sure our positions change.
Well,
what else?
Well, secondly, here. First of all, how dare you? B. A, first of all, and then B. First of all. Second of all. I've had enough of your crap. So, teachers obviously treat me like adults when they're like so real with you. They really, because like
They'll give you life advice.
they do. It's for and second of all, you can literally just like they use curse words when they talk to you. They're like
In high school that happens, but then they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
No,
they're just like
it's real. Like you talk like this too. And then like the students will teach them too. They'll be like, "You the realest nigga, teacher," and they're like,
I know,
"Damn right."
Like you got teachers that ratchet me.
It's fantastic. Oh, it's great.
The best.
And then of course, you got the recreational building
Because
where
I play so much basketball, so I'm in the rec center.
they have like Xboxes in there. They have like PlayStations in there. You can play games. You can just chill out with everyone there. It's like a lounge, and we have foosball, we have ping pong, we have like a board game, like they have like a tabletop gaming area. They have everything. It's fantastic.
It's just
like just between your
There's
classes,
stuff
you
to
can
do.
just go and hang out and have fun and chill. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to just.
you don't have to spend more money. They're trying to save you that money.
And it's all free.
Yeah, because it comes with the tuition, of course.
It does. It's
Fantastic.
fantastic.
The best. And that's why it works. That's why college is awesome.
And the clubs. They're just,
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
like you meet people that, because I mean, let's say you like anime, like us two. You meet people that
Anime
like
club.
anime. They have anime club. Let's say you like, you ever think about pornography?
Oh my god.
They probably have a pornography club somewhere. Let's say you want to learn, what's called French.
French.
They have a French club. Just like high school, they have French club, German club, whatever language you have. They also have that in college. You have gaming society, like he's president of. You have ROTC, which is an organization more than the club, of course. But yeah, football organization, soccer. They have a lot more sports teams too.
And they do have a lot of opportunities to further your
Education?
well that but
They have like
that
study
and
abroad. Yeah.
I mean your resume they have like Phi Theta Kappa, they have all like all these like cool
Fraternities and sororities too, yeah.
I don't have that at community college,
Yeah,
but
I have that. I mean, it's cool and all, but just make sure you don't get into
it's
the
a
wrong
phase
one.
of your life.
I wouldn't get into the
It'll
wrong
be a
one if I
phase.
was you.
Don't get the wrong one. There's the right one. Do the right one.
There's some right ones, but there's mostly bad ones.
Oh, sororities.
There's some like like in Neighbors, and then there's some like
like
actual-
your neighbors, like Zac Efron.
Yes, Zac Efron.
This is great.
Beta Alpha Zeta, right? I'm pretty sure that was it.
Sure. Beta Alpha Zeta.
I think that was it. I'm not sure.
Does,
We'll
does your
watch it.
does your university have fraternities?
Hmm?
Have you looked into that?
Fraternities- Yeah, I did. And there's a military fraternity that I was looking at. And,
Oh,
yeah, I was thinking about.
they must be well behaved.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they party.
That's what I was
Every
looking at.
fraternity and sorority parties, like you can't get around that. But it's all about making sure you party the right way. Leave before you get too drunk. Make sure you don't get raped. Don't I'll put a link to the bottom. Don't make them have the tea, okay? Don't make them.
Oh
have
my
the tea.
god. Link will be in below.
Yes. You'll get like everything. Whenever you go into college, they give you like lectures and discussions
They do.
about sexual harassment and
They give you the whole
all that.
spiel.
It's awful. That's the most boring part.
Orientation.
Oh my god.
The
That's
only
why
thing is
don't
that
go to
student development
orientation.
classes, they it was kind of useless to me, but I did learn about a lot of resources that I would have never known around campus.
Yeah, that's true. Because like with me, they taught me about the computer lab that we had. They taught me about all the rec centers and all the different buildings that you can go to for different studies.
The campus is huge, is large, and a lot of the buildings are large, and within
And
those
you don't
large
know what
buildings
rooms
are a
you
lot
go
of
in.
like,
Yeah.
or a lot of like, I mean, we have like the writing center, which is like you can get tutoring, you can get help, you can get editations, you can get people to look over your paper and all that. But it's like no bigger than the classroom, and it's like amongst all a bunch of classrooms. It's like you never know what's there.
Because you're not going to be like, oh, this room, I wonder what's in it. You're gonna be like, I'm not allowed in there because it's probably not my class.
Really
So,
cool.
and you have to know exactly what room numbers they are and stuff. So you can always ask people that know, or you can just. They usually have a guide. My university has a guide, and it tells you every single little thing that you can use that you pay for.
The one thing about Texas higher education is the dropping rule. Do you know about that?
Mm-hmm. What is it like? 6 classes drop?
Mm-hmm. No matter where you go, or how, or what your major is, or what degree you're going for, you get 6 drops in your entire college career, and that's it.
Which is very.
And I was like, that's
big deal.
why would you have just like one specific thing for everyone? I'm like, there are people who are going to school who are planning to go to school for 8 years. There are people who are planning to go to school for 2 years.
It's a big deal.
And I'm like, why should we all get 6?
Yeah, for me, I mean, especially doing a liberal arts degree, if you have to use 6 drops, really? Like, really? Engineering, you're gonna use all those 6.
You're gonna
Doctorate,
use them. You're gonna have
PhDs.
hard classes. You're gonna be working, and sometimes you need
And
to drop.
I don't know if y'all have it, but at my university, you can do like, you can retake classes.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't fail them, you can retake it. Let's say you want to get your
3
GPA up
times.
and you got really bad at one class, you can just retake it. But if you still pass, you just raise your grade, which raises your GPA. So that's always good. Use those effectively.
If you're trying to get into a good university, make sure to do that. If you're gonna retake it, go to community college.
Yes.
Don't pay another
Because
like
you pay
$5,000 for that class.
You paid it out of pocket. Just remember that.
Yeah,
So-
you don't. Well, unless you get loans, but that's technically out of pocket.
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't loan to retake classes. Don't do that.
That's all the resources that I know about.
Yeah.
In Texas, of course, different other states have.
And
a
if
lot
you
of
if you
different
pass your 3 retakes for any reason, they're gonna charge you triple tuition
Oh my
for the
god.
class.
Oh, I can't imagine.
So
Oh my god.
you're paying for how many hours? It's like 5 hours each for like a core class. So it's like you're paying for. No, it's not 5. I don't remember.
Depends on the class.
But you're still paying for 3 classes. That's a lot of money, just for one. So make sure.
Even at community college, it's a lot.
It's still a lot of money.
It's not. If you don't have to spend the money, keep it. It's just how it works. We done.
Make sure to show up on your first day.
Yeah.
Colleges have a policy of they say they will drop you if you don't show up in your first class, but I know teachers who are like,
They don't.
there's reasons, like whatever. If they show up on the second day or the third day, and they have a good explanation, then I'll
Yeah.
let them know. But they have the right.
You know, and honestly, it's your first day of class. Just fucking show up. Like, are you
Please,
kidding me?
I mean, don't try to wheels your way out of this.
Oh my god, just show up and you can skip the rest.
Make sure to show up to class. Don't skip.
Because you learn things at the class. It's not.
I mean,
just
you have to think about it this way. You go to each class 2 times a week. That's it.
Yeah.
You miss out on a whole week's worth of material in one day. If you miss that day, like
Yeah, because sometimes you have
that's a lot of information.
You have some
to
Monday,
miss out on.
Wednesday, Friday classes, and so those are 3 days, or you have Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday. It just depends. So it's all about what you take. So you don't go to the class a lot. So all the information in that hour or hour
It's
30
like you're only
minutes,
going
it's
2
gonna be
times a
necessary.
week. You don't need to be skipping it. Like, just go to
That's
it.
why I didn't like high school, was because I got bored of classes. Going
That
every
was
single
like,
day.
going to
5
the
times.
same class with the same teacher with the same students every single day for 40 hours a week for how many years?
Yeah.
That made me go nuts.
I would have rather had the A block, B block thing.
I felt like I had such I felt so strapped down. I was like, I'm just confined in this little box
Yeah, it's kind of
of
bad.
what you call life. But in college, it makes everything a little more
It
dynamic.
expands freedom.
It's like you get to wake up later if you want. You can wake up earlier if you want. You can. It's all at your own leisure, your own schedule.
Because every single day during high school, I would wake up early, go play basketball with ROTC. I'm still gonna do that. I still do it, or I can wake up later though, because I don't have a class until usually like 10. So it's a lot more
I
freedom.
mean, I did the whole full-time full load thing, and people call me crazy. They called me crazy, but I would get up at 5 a.m., go to school, and I was done. I would do the whole 15 hours, and I would wake up at 5 a.m. and then I'd be done with noon. By noon. By noon, I had the day to myself. Done with all my classes.
I could see that.
But then well, of course, that's not counting work, but.
Don't do full-time student and full-time job.
I did
It's
that.
very
Don't do
hard.
it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I mean, you can do it, of course, 5 to 12, you take your classes, then 12 to 7, you work, so like 7 hours, and you get your days off. And you go to bed you should be going to bed at 8. If you want to wake up at 5, you should go to bed at like 9, 8, something like that. Because you really need those 8 hours of sleep. Or you can take 5-hour energy.
Or you can take 5 hours. Oh my god, my car. Don't do that. That was a bad phase of my life.
You would like have 5-hour energies piled up in the cup holder just everywhere.
Like,
You would get in the
in
car
class,
and your feet would be done.
I would start passing out. I'm like, I need to take notes.
And they taste like shit.
They did taste pretty bad. They're better now. They changed their flavor, but it was bad back then. I would like tear up sometimes.
He's been around since those bad.
I've been around since bad 5 energy. Since bad 5 energy was bad.
Yeah.
Since it was bad for you.
My favorite one was orange.
Still bad.
Orange.
Orange? Really? I always like my berry.
I don't know. I would still do monsters over 5-hour energy. Monsters are cheaper too.
I'm effective. I like to just do whoosh, and I'm done. I don't want to have to glug, 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 glug to get my energy. I just want to take a quick shot and then get back to my notes.
But monster's cheaper. It's like
I don't care.
150 and then 5-hour energy for one is 249.
It depends on where you go.
Walgreens we have a special right now. For
Good
monsters for
Walgreens,
$5. And of course I have my
But the
plug.
school sold them for like $5 each. It was insane. And then,
Like anything that you buy at school is going to be
It's
overly
really
expensive. It's really stupid, honestly.
but I would go to the gas station and they'd have 2 for $6, so I'd get like, that was my deal. 2 for $6.
It's still kind of expensive.
It is still. Don't worry. I don't want to know how much
You-
money I spent on that stuff.
Because you can buy like a 6-pack for like $10.
Oh, don't tell me.
So it happens. But I mean, other than that, if you go to university, you have meal plans. So, because my meal plan I'm doing,
Oh, do you? I didn't know that.
I get 14 meals a week, and I have a certain amount of points. And every single week, those meals, like, because we have a buffet thing, I'm probably just going to go there every day, gain those freshman 15. But
Oh.
we need to talk about that too. But so yeah, I have 14 meals, and I have some points that I can spend. But the points, it's like 800 or something. The more meals you have, the less points you have. Points regenerate at the end of the semester, and meals regenerate every week. So basically, you have 2 meals each day. For me, there's different plans, of course. Every university does it differently. Honestly, I like that. I like to choose when I eat, because I'm probably not going to eat till 3 o'clock for my lunch, and dinner's probably going to be like, because the chow hall closes at like 8.
Chow hall.
ROTC. I call it chow.
Ew. Okay.
Like that's the head. The head is the,
I
is the
see.
toilet or bathroom.
I see.
Yes. But the freshman 15 are real.
It is real. I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've seen it in the mirror.
I've seen it in the mirror. I've seen it in other people.
Other people get, some people get it worse. He's Gucci. But like other people, they're freshman 50.
So true. But yeah, make sure to eat healthy. It's worth it. Don't
Get a salad every now and then, or just get some fruit. You know.
Literally,
Just,
eating
like,
healthy can be expensive, but it can be cheap.
Honestly, yeah. If you get like chicken breast, it's not that. It's probably cheaper than getting.
Literally,
fast food.
like go to your grocery store and get like fully cooked frozen chicken that you can put in the microwave.
Yeah.
Just like chicken breast. Pay
That's-
like $5 for it, and it serves you like the whole week.
It's not. People say it's more expensive to eat healthy. It doesn't have to.
It's more
There's
expensive to eat
ways.
healthy out,
Yes.
not at the house.
Because if you go to a restaurant, they're gonna charge you more for a salad, usually than like a burger. which is
Literally,
really
I was
sad.
at school and they had burgers for $2.60, and they had salads for $5.
That's so
And I
sad.
was like,
Remember at high school, they did that too. Waters were $1.25, and then you had the Gatorades and Powerades that were like 75 cents. And I was like, why would I get water? And I mean, Powerade's good whenever you need the electrolytes, whenever you need the energy. But whenever you have
I just
get water.
sometimes I need like just a refreshing
Yes.
water.
If you need refreshment,
Sugar
don't get
doesn't
soda.
feel refreshing.
It might feel refreshing for the second, but it's definitely not what your body wants.
Even as I'm drinking like Kool-Aid, I'm just like, I don't feel refreshed.
No, I feel refreshed with Kool-Aid.
No.
I love Kool-Aid.
Sugar, just that doesn't work with me. But make sure to eat healthy.
Mm-hmm. Even when you're at a buffet, no nicotine yourself.
I mean, I believe in moderate. Like, you know, eat everything with, have a diet of just a little bit of that, a little bit. You know, I'm not like total health, but I'm not total like burgers and
I am total
ice
burgers,
cream
and I'm
either.
fine, honestly. Well,
Like,
not ice cream. I'm very.
I like healthy
slight on
food though.
sugar.
I think it tastes better.
I can't eat salad.
Like-
Salad sucks to me. So
I would take a salad with chicken breast on it or salmon than a burger any day.
you have a choice: either work out and eat bad, or don't work out and eat healthy.
Well,
but even
I
if you
mean,
still have to work out.
being a
little
health a health major, eat healthy. Please, there's benefits to it.
bit. Yeah.
You may look good while eating that burger, but your insides are just mush.
I look good while eating burgers. I'll just go on a mile run later. That's how
Nutrition
I feel about
helps for the long term.
It's whatever.
But yeah, working out. Make sure to work out. Go to the gym.
You're gonna have
Even your school. Your school should have a gym. Your school should have healthy food. It should all be there.
Don't buy the healthy food at school. Don't buy anything at school. Just like it's not worth it.
Go to Subway.
Oh my
you know.
god, Subway's probably cheaper than going there. And you get more. I actually.
They have
I'm
my
on
school
Subway
has
right
Jimmy
now.
John's. It has
Oh my
Subway. It
God.
has everything. It's just
Oh.
it's all in there.
Actually, we're about to go to Subway. I think
Are
we
we?
should. I think we should.
Okay.
But I mean, it's fun.
Not advertising for Subway. There are other sandwiches available.
Jimmy John's is one,
Jimmy John's is another.
and they have the best commercials.
I love
besides
their
the
commercials. I love their buildings in general. This is hilarious. Their
There's also
bathrooms.
Quiznos.
Quiznos,
Yeah.
Schlotsky's. Anyway, so that's it for
Yeah.
today.
College is good. Don't spend your time studying.
College is good.
Make sure you have your fun.
How do you rate college? How do you recommend it?
I recommend it highly, of course. Like, from what I've even had of it so far, I'm so glad to go to college. Besides going into workforce or doing something like that.
I literally love college. Go. It's just like even just go even for the social life
Yeah.
of it. It's fantastic. It's just it makes everything.
Because you don't want, again, don't
It
waste all
changes
your
up
fun.
life instead of just going to school, going to work every day, then coming home, go to work, go home, whatever. It changes it up. You go to college, meet
You
people.
learn things, actually.
You every day's a different day. It's not the same thing every day.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't drain all your funds. Don't get into so much student loan debt. You shouldn't have to, honestly.
I had to spend my first year. When you get out of high school and you go into college, you have to you have to learn on your feet how to do finances, because I went through it.
I mean, but again, we went to San Japan. We did
through it.
cosplays. I mean,
I'm still going through it.
Well, you can still do things while being in college. You just have to
You
make
can
sure you
do
spend your
things. You
money
just
right.
gotta be smart with your budget.
Like we've gone to San Japan, and we're probably gonna go to PAX South. I mean, we've done things. I haven't gone to the college thing yet. I still have money in the bank, so.
I mean, I'm going to college and I have a car payment,
Yeah.
and I pay for my own food and gas and all that. So
You
you can
wanna-
do it. You can do it.
Just
and I only earn $9
don't get
an
car
hour.
payments.
It's fine.
Don't get car payments if you don't have to. Make sure you keep those payments that you have to make low, because that'll help you out. Like I don't even think you should.
It does help to not have a car payment. I'll tell you that.
Yes, because I wish you wouldn't have gotten a new car. I wish you gotten some piece of shit car, honestly.
No.
But I don't know. It's fun.
Finance-wise, it's not smart. But
So, what would you rate your college experience that first year out of 10?
first year, I'd say 8.5, maybe 9. The first semester was definitely a 9. Second semester was a strong 8.5, 9. It was pretty good. I like
For
it.
me, the coming up to it, being introduced into it, seeing my campus.
I'm very much into social life.
Yes.
And if that's what you're looking for, college has it. It definitely has it.
For me, I haven't really had any work given so far, so I'm gonna give mine a 9.5 coming up to it.
The only
And
bad
looking
thing
forward
about
to
it was just busy schedule and stress, but that's kind of my fault. Just my schedule was like.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm not gonna have
Ryan. I mean, she's just chill.
Yeah.
Like I have friends in high school, in college, who are just like they're just chill. They go to college, they work a little bit, earn a little money, not too much stress.
Because he works a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna work, so I'm pretty sure.
I work a lot. I'm president of a club, full-time student. I'm just going. But yeah, and I'm also a gamer, late night gamer.
with us.
Be careful with that, guys. Don't stay up late and then playing games and then go. To
He
sleep.
needs a friend like me to make sure that he goes to sleep, and I need him to make sure I go to sleep.
Make sure we
You have to support each other, basically.
support each other. It's a team effort. Thank you for watching.
Thank
Make
you for
sure
listening to our spiel.
thank you for listening.
Listening.
Spiel. So make sure to like it if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe if you like all my videos. And I'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Thanks for watching the Seraphim Live.